Here is my presentation of my case analysis for Homes First. General information: Homes First was started in 1990 to help alleviate the homeless crisis in Thurston County. Their mission statement is to provide safe, healthy, affordable rental homes for those who need it most. Their business strengths and competencies. This is one of the main reasons I chose Home First, because the way that they run their nonprofit is different than the other nonprofits around here. Um, so they don't require tenants to be part of a program in order to use their assistance, and tenants are spread out throughout the community in order to lessen the stigma that's often associated with low income housing developments. And Homes First tries to recycle old homes in order to save costs and leave less of an environmental footprint. And they are a nonprofit 501c3. So their products and services are single and multifamily homes for low income, homes for adults with developmental disabilities, homes for those recovering from drug and alcohol addiction. So they believe that the home is a starting point for people to be the best that they can. So their target market, so what I could find was the census of homeless individuals in Thurston County, which they said was 800 on the Census Bureau. Marketing challenges. One thing that I found that was a challenge for him was to raise awareness to those that can benefit. Being low income, it doesn't really help to have ads on TV or anything like that to spread the awareness to those that can benefit from it. Their competition, there are 22 other nonprofit agencies doing similar things in Thurston County. Those are some of them on there. However, none of them do it quite like Homes First, which you can see in their niche as the home itself. They don't use as a reward for doing well or being part of a program or class. They believe that it all starts with the home. So they do it a little bit different than other places that require people to go to a class or whatnot. Their strategy, a lot of it is spread by word of mouth. They do have a website. They have brochures and an online hotline, a call housing hotline. Pricing, fee, and strategy. Rental prices are dictated by HUD, which then they combine with the home's price and make sure that they can still pay their bills and whatnot. Next, so they are located on Lacey Boulevard. They have a lot of different legal requirements when it comes to permits, stuff like that for building. Let's see, but there's a couple that we looked into that legal requirements that they have. Their personnel, they have 8 full-time employees. Everything else is done by volunteers and outsourcing, like the contract work for, building the homes or remodeling for disabled people. Their inventory, currently they have 46 houses that they sublet and 2 houses that they own. So management and organization, there's their staff, that's their board of directors and advisory board and their board members. One thing that I found out that I think is pretty cool is that they have a mandatory of 1/3 of the people of the board members need to be utilizing their services in order to make sure that they stay true to their mission. Fundraising and capitalization. So a lot of it is with grants from the city. Let's see here. Here's our financial statement with the fundamental accounting equation. We have the assets minus the liabilities equal equity right there. We have the balance sheet here. Right there, we have a total net asset of 1,046,450. Looks like a 6 to me. And here's our income statement, looking at total revenue, total expenses, coming out to 580,734. And then down at the bottom, their net assets is 1,046,456. Okay, so business analysis of the organization. Here's our SWOT analysis. So strengths. They actively partner with other nonprofits. They're not trying to monopolize the business. Low income and homelessness is exploding around here. They know they can't do it by themselves, so they try to partner with other nonprofits as much as possible. Their unique approach of not making programs mandatory for tenants to utilize their services, and their integrating tenants throughout the community in order to avoid negative stigma of low-income neighborhoods or buildings. And they have a 30-year history, which is pretty long here in Thurston County. Their weaknesses, need for fundraising has increased, yet older nonprofits aren't as sought after due to newer nonprofits' ability to look more appealing. Yeah, so they don't have that nice progressive appeal, I guess, that newer nonprofits have, so it's hard to get new funding. Opportunities, they're looking into planned giving, which is where people bequeath money or housing. And their threats, the fast rise in housing prices make it difficult for homes first to afford or acquire property, and also to keep the rent low. So yeah, as housing prices skyrocket here, they are having a hard time purchasing and or keeping those rents low for the tenants that need to utilize their services. Pestle analysis, political. So there's been some tax changes that have discouraged gift giving to nonprofits recently. Economic, so the new construction around here is buying up the old neighborhoods or the old houses to tear them down and make new ones, and that's making it a little bit hard for Homes First to be able to buy them and to recycle them like they try to do. Social. So yeah, the numbers here of low income or homeless have skyrocketed lately, making it hard to nearly impossible for these nonprofits to keep up with. Technological fundraising for technology is hard because people like to see their money at work, and they can't really do that with technology. So it's hard to get people to donate specifically to that. And then our legal factors, it's scarce, but there has been some incidences where people involved in HOAs try to push out low-income families if they find that if somehow they find out that those low-income families are there because of ignorance and stigma, they try to push them out. And it doesn't happen often, but it has happened before. And finally, our last slide, come be a part of the solution. Here is the website for Homes First, and Trudy Sukup, CEO at Homes First, that's her email address, and she was the person I had the privilege to interview for this. Thank you.